Last time we had did we have the, we did not have buses running. We had this whole thing here. We had the cars going and everything. We really didn't work too much in the parking lot. We were focused mainly over here. So after stream, I went back to the parking lot and I did what I wanted to do. It took so long. I'm so glad I did not do it on stream because it quite literally took me 2 hours of tinkering and changing things. You guys may notice that we now have these little bits that are smoother than the actual roadway, which in lore is just, you know, new concrete, right? Oh, the rough old one, and then they had some potholes, so they had to fill it up, right? But in reality, what these are really doing is covering deletions.
Yeah, Jester is second to arrive. I'm so proud of you. Come over here or smooch me on my hot mouth.
Here, smooch me on my hot mouth, Jess. Welcome in, Jess. Congrats on second. We had 3 catch it this week, so it was inevitable. Ooh, that strep is awful. I fucking hate strep. Whenever I think my niece and nephew just had it, and I was like, I'm not seeing them for like 3 weeks. I can't. I had it all the time growing up, and I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. But yeah, so essentially what I did here, guys, I put guest spawners, right, where they arrive into the park, into these buses in the back here. We have 3 of them, one here, and one here. And when I did that, they would spawn there, right? But the problem we were having was that they would spawn and then they would immediately phase through all the objects, right, and just start walking through the cars down the road, taking the quickest route to the entrance of the park down here. So that was the issue we were having, and I accounted for that. I kind of knew that was going to happen. So I started with our barrier or fence barrier, which, if you guys did not know, these actually work. They have collision on these objects. There's only a couple objects in the game that block collision. So like if I block this, they would not be able to walk through them, right? So what I started doing is I surrounded all of these areas with this barrier block fence, right? And I had the game paused that whole time because I didn't want a bunch of people spawning. It turns out that while they still work in smaller beats, right, in smaller areas, the barrier blocks still work. They don't work at large scale like that anymore. So people just started phasing through them, not listening to them, not following the designated paths I laid out. So I had already spent like 45 minutes placing all these things around to make these areas where they can actually walk and where areas where they can't, right? Because you use path for the road, right? Exactly. Which was the thing I was a little bit worried about. But, you know, it worked out in the end. We got it all working. But what I had to do to get this to work was I had to go in, just like this. This will be our show off area. I had to go in and delete path so that these actually aren't connected anymore. And I had to do that all the way on both sides of this walkway, on every single one of them. So I had to go up, delete it, and then move them back in, move the path in as much as possible without it reconnecting. That took a while, and also without even seeing the path, because, you know, we have all these cars. We have all these cars here, and I would have had to lift up the entire thing and then bring it back down. You see how it all glitches out like that? So it was a really, really big pain in my ass. That's not too bad. It was rough. It was pretty rough. Oh, plus I had to get rid of all the barriers, which took a while because I had already put them underground. It was really awesome. But once we did that, it started to work. So now we have guests that spawn and walk on the actual walkways to get to their bus stations. That then, you know, then they despawn and stuff. I'm trying to find an area where they're actually coming out and not just going in. Let's see if we can find one. Let's see if we can catch them. There aren't many people spawning over here because there's no rides. I'm just waiting to see. Yeah, they're all leaving at the moment. Which I actually had to put rides down. I plopped like a couple rides over here because all these people started bitching and complaining. It was great. Okay, well, you guys get it. Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, they just spawned. And so then they actually take the path. Oh yeah, a bunch of people just spawned. They take the path all the way down. Actually cross the road. Hopefully don't get hit by a car. That person just got hit by a car. They're all excited. Oh! Little injury there. And they make their way to the entrance of the park, which is awesome. So it really looks lived in. They're able to walk on this entire thing here. And then, in addition to that, I went through and I added to this area, which was going to be our drop-off zone, right? You know, actually, is that? Oh, yeah, right here. I need to delete these. I knew I had leftovers that I forgot to delete. These barriers. These barriers of mine. But yeah, as you can see, the bus, this is a rideable bus that appears, comes up to us, this loading zone, and runs in the people that cross the sidewalk. Doesn't really give two shits about that. Sadly, it does look like they're gonna phase through these things, which I'll have to put barriers underneath them. But this works as a pickup and drop off. Takes the people on the road all the way down to this area here, which is it's halfway to where our hotel is going to be. So we'll drop people off at the hotel. For right now, it's just a temporary spot where the buses come, they stop for a half second. Don't drop anyone off because there's no entry or exit points, and then they flip around and go right back. And then they come around. They come around and then they go up this area, which is our bus only road. And it comes to our other loading zone, loading and unload zone that we had planned over here, which then this will link up to the entrance via that bridge that we were originally talking about. I'm not sure if I want to keep it like this. I'm not a big fan of having having there be stairs like this because, you know, accessibility. But I think I might have it like go over the path and then like come in and connect here. I think that would be a good workaround. But I'm also thinking about expanding the buses to go from this load zone, load and unload, to then go to the left. And maybe before we delete this entire park, we do a temporary bus stop and have it pick people up who are actually here already instead of forcing them to actually leave the park. And then pick them up and drop them off over here. Maybe we can leave the rides in over here as we are building the park, since it makes us so much money. Like when we get to the point where there's only 1 or 2 rides over here, so that people, if they get bored, they get on the bus, take it around and go drop off to our entertainment zone. So I'm thinking about doing something like that. I'm also not too sure because I don't want to fuck with our terrain that we're going to have going on here. So that's what we got going on, what I did after last stream. Sadly, no one rides on the buses yet because there's no point. Because, I mean, the only 2 spots are here and here. Did these people actually go on that ride? I haven't actually seen anyone walking on this yet. Is there a way to check that? No. No recent thoughts. No thoughts are going on inside their head. Ooh. Okay, we're getting some accidents happening there. But yeah, I think the buses look really cool. They add a different type of sound to the area, because when you just kind of listen to it, there's like some general rolling noises, right? But not too much. But then when you get like the buses in there, you're getting honking, you're getting that kind of electric running sound, and in conjunction with everything else, it just sounds more alive. You guys get what I'm saying? Those coasters underneath are wow. Oh yeah, have you not seen all this? When you look at it from underneath, from under the ground, these are what all the cars are connected to, right? And it's just so crazy. I have them all in different layers, so they don't. There's no collision. So there's 3 different tracks going on, which are pretty crazy. And then right under the. This is crazy. I love this view right here. Meow. Are electric buses a thing? If so, they need them everywhere. Oh yeah, they're electric buses. We have them in big cities here. Yeah, isn't that cool? Meow. I like the ones with the moving wheels. I wish they all had moving wheels, but I get why they don't, because you have to kind of see it. So, oh, this one actually has seats in the interior, which is pretty impressive. Because I don't think this one does. I think this one just has no interior. Yeah, it's just flat. It's just flat. But it's really coming together. It really feels nice. And lived in. And beautiful. Okay, so today, instead of admiring our previous work, today, I got excited because I thought that people would do that. You guys think we should do that bus thing? I feel like maybe we should. I think that'd be kind of fun. Where are all these people going? They're just going all the way down here. What the fuck? They're just going on a hike for no reason. This literally does not connect. Maybe we should make it connect. The more I talk, the more I think that maybe we should keep this little area and make it more custom, right? Because I could do something like this. Look at that, and now it's all connected. Now our 2 parks are connected, so these guys can actually go somewhere. Okay, and then let me pause the game. We're gonna click into the bus station. No, that's not how that works, apparently. Close edit track. So we will leave that one. We're actually gonna come out here and we'll actually delete that one too. Is this a stop zone? Because I kind of want that to be a stop. It is. Okay, good. I'll play Minecraft while you build, making me feel creative watching you build all this. Oh yeah, brother. Okay, so then we follow the curve this way. Follow the curve this way. Choke in a little bit. A wee bit. I should get the angle for this right. Okay, so now this is where we get a little bit. Oh my god, look at all that terrible pathing. Love that. For now, we're just gonna kind of veer off, because I don't think this is gonna be a permanent thing, at least. Welcome back from the ads, guys. Welcome back from the ads. Okay, then I think we're gonna put a station here. Exit to the right. Nice. And then we will choke back around. At the smallest I can make it is 14 meters. No, 12 is the lowest. Okay. Oops. Oops. Okay. And then we're gonna come in and go around. Nope, that's too much. Okay. Let's extend this, because that's kind of It'd be way easier to get in line. Look at that. Yeah, that just feels way better. Way easier to get that all lined up. 800 a pop. Ooh, thank God that other theme park pays for itself. Pays for all of our funny business. And like that. Okay, so now we have all this open. So now turn on and then station. I don't understand why this would be station 10, but it is apparently. This exit. So now, hopefully, people will actually ride this shit. We're just going to do a really basic path or queue for now. And that one should be open. So the only one that's not open is station 3, which is good. I feel like we should maybe have more buses because we only have 2 per station at the moment, which is 8 buses. I feel like before I did have more buses, but it just felt like too many. Let's do 12 buses now. That would be 3 per station. Let's see if that's better. Because I don't want them to feel... I'm going to make them have a minimum stoppage time. How do I do that? Can I not do that? No, that's not a thing. Usually it is, but I guess not on this. Okay, well, let's see it go. I want to see if anyone actually starts lining up. Okay, we have some people actually coming. This person's heading to guest services counter 1. So, that's all the way down here. Oh my god. Oh my god, immediately. Immediately everyone's queuing to get on this bus because they want to go to the actual theme park. Okay, our bus is working. Our bus is working. Interestingly, I'm going to move all this because these actually act as barriers. And I think they're messing with the queuing. Because they should, even though there is no queue, they should still make a nice looking line. Silly bot, tricks are for kids. You're such a tease to your poor guests. Hey, he should jump on the bus. We got a bus for a reason now. Are people lining up for that? No. I want to see the bus come this way. Okay, where's our buses? So the bad thing for the people leaving this park... The bad thing for people leaving this one is that they have to go all the way down this way first to a station that has nothing there and then come all the way back. Oh my god, what's happening here? Why do we have such a bottleneck here? What's happening? This is weird, right? I actually don't know what's happening. Are they all gonna get stuck here? I'm not really sure what's happening here. This is station 4. Did I close station 4? Have I broken the game? Yeah, we're gonna exit the main menu real quick. We're gonna see what the fuck is going on. Because no one was leaving that. You know what? I think I figured it out as soon... Wait, no. Wait, no, it still doesn't make any sense. Game breaker, literally. Maybe your guests are getting their own back. Maybe your guests are free getting their own back. What? No, yeah, the line is connected. That's really bizarre, right? Okay, what if we delete the whole thing and then undo the delete and then reopen it? Okay, I want to see people. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Okay, just a quick delete and redo. Re-undo. And we work. I'm seeing all the buses moving, including the ones over there. Oh my god, look at all these poor people. They're like, oh my god, I didn't enjoy my last ride. I'm sorry. They didn't enjoy the bus ride. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm sorry. Not my fault that you guys decided to park over here when the theme park's not even open yet. Idiots. He's not sorry. Look at this thing. Now that's glitching out bad. I'm gonna have to lower it or something. I'll probably put the other things over. My music was pretty spanking loud. Okay, here we go. People are now getting on the bus. The one thing that really bugs me about this is that the entrance for the bus is actually on this side, but everyone gets in on the other side and they just kind of phase through. It's really dumb. It's very dumb. I wonder if I can change the... I like that it stops though. Sits there and stops and then goes. I wonder if we should put stop signs here. Oh my god, I think this is too small. I think the buses are hitting the... I think the buses are hitting it. Look at all these people excited to go to the actual theme park. Let's see, is it phasing through? Yes. Okay. Ignore this car that is slightly attached to our buses. All right, let's see the dumpage that's happening over here. Did we miss it? Damn, the fact that other bus is already all the way down there. Pretty crazy. I want to see it drop everyone off. Let's see this. Oh my god, just a big fat load. That should hopefully bring more people into the park, because we had people spawning over here who weren't able to get over here, so they were just kind of wandering until they eventually left, because there's nothing going on over there. Delish. Okay, so now let us move on to our next project, which I believe... I don't think I'm ready to jump into the plaza yet. Which I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do nature areas. Like, I think this will be like a big nature spot, and then like maybe we'll put some we'll put like a wall here that comes down into it, so it's like a drop off with maybe we can make it look like a fountain, like spraying over the edge like that into the water. And we did a lot of like nature, and especially in these big ones, we'll do like nature, and then here maybe we can do like more manicured flowers and stuff, kind of like this, but more boxy. You know what I mean? You know when you walk into Disneyland and they have that big, all those flowers that are in the shape of Mickey Mouse, kind of something like that, but not like in the shape of anything. Maybe we can do like a big L. That might work. But before that, I think I want to do the monorail. Which the plan for the monorail was only for half of the side, right? Let me look at my notes. Remind myself. Bus from parking lot to hotel. Yeah, did that. Monorail from entry to hotels to the middle of the park, only on the right side of the park. Yes. Okay, I remember now. And then we were going to do a train on the left side of the park that maybe goes through 2 lands or just stays inside of 1 land. Or maybe goes around, goes through like its main themed land and maybe around the other one. It's not like super viewable. You get like a peek into it. Or something like that. And the idea for the monorail that I had was something kind of like this. So it comes around and through the main entrance of the park, which is kind of cool. So you see the monorail as you come in, and then I want it to kind of come down and around the staff area. Kind of like that before then looping back up. What's that percentage? Go up at like a gradient of 2. Kind of like this before heading back over the main area of the park. Do I like this layout? Do I like this layout? I'm not too sure. Because that is what I kind of want, is something like that. So when this runs, I think it goes the opposite way. Do I want it going that way? Yeah, it goes out the front like this. So that would be the end of it. Which actually kind of works. We're a little too high now. It's also really hard to do a monorail when you have nothing else like around it, you know? You really have nothing else going on with it. Because then it would be here. Would be our next station. Like that. And then we would do another station over by the hotels. Which I don't really like. It's just kind of snaking around. I think that I'd rather do this once we have stuff placed in, so I can kind of work around it. Because the monorail is the one you can do that with. And be like, oh, I'm gonna change this ride to kind of go through that. So I think that should be a good plan. But I think the train has to be cemented beforehand, I think. Before we actually get in there and do that. Which I'm pretty sure this is going to be our Alpine area. So I would like to lay it out with you guys. Like the rides that we're going to have in here. Which is going to be one of our bigger areas. The Alpine theme. Kind of not Western, but like old, mountainy, you know, vibes like that. So for sure, I want to have River Rapids. That is for sure. We're not going to go nearly as big as we once did with River Rapids. I know every single time I've done River Rapids, they end up being massive and huge and really ridiculously massive. So we're not going to do that this time. What's up, Timpy? Are you in Brazil? I do want a couple flat rides. I'm not sure which one yet. Flying Theater might be cool because we haven't used that yet, and it also doesn't take up too much area. Maybe not. Let's see, what else we got here? Hyperspin. I want it to be kind of something that fits. I'm in Vancouver. Oh, I thought you said Brazil. Aeroplane. You know, I don't think I've unlocked all the flat rides. Not. Let's unlock all these real quick. Ooh, I don't know if we're gonna have enough here. Ooh, we're gonna be close. 51,000, 38,000, 26,000. Okay, so now we have we'll unlock the flume stuff too. We have 6,000 points left. The only thing I don't have is solar panels. Now we only have 300. But we have, holy shit, we've unlocked literally everything already. As that other part just ran in the background. That is nuts. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Checked into my hotel. It's very fancy and huge. So much room for my Tinder dates I'm going to have here. Oh my god. That's my Tinderella right there. Tinderella, Tinderella. Oh yeah, you're going to be there over Valentine's Day. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't know Valentine's Day was tomorrow. I thought it was Tuesday. I feel like it's always on a Tuesday. You know? You guys feel me? Maybe I'm just nuts. Okay, flat rides are the least important thing. So let's do... We for sure want a coaster. And for an alpine village, or an alpine town, I'm tempted to do... I'm not leaving without sampling some Vancouver dick. Vancouver in the house, guys. I wouldn't know. I've been single my whole life. Gearbox, you should go out to a bar tomorrow and try to get some. Oh, no, why am I in this? I want to be in custom. Which type of coaster should we do? I kind of want it to be... We're going to do a lot of mountain weaving. Kind of similar to Medusa. Less underground, more verticality. Because my plan for this land is a lot of terrain. And not like, oh, I'm going to put one mountain in the middle and it kind of like works around that. More like the whole thing is elevated and there's lots of dips and stuff around it. Like this side would obviously be the low end. So our highest peaks are going to be right. Okay, let's increase the intensity a lot here. Our highest peaks are going to kind of be up here, this back zone. And then this will be, we'll keep this kind of low. Kind of like this, because I don't want it to be like you're going upstairs to get there. Yeah, totally going to a bar, drinking sweet tea. Yeah, you can drink. You don't need a drink at a bar. I don't drink. Just go and hang out, you know. Play some pool. I can make you unsingle. Yeah, but if you did that, you wouldn't be able to get any Vancouver dick. Okay, something like that, and then I want to work our way up. So we need some like lowest elevation is going to be over here. So I know for sure I want a river and a lake in this area because this is supposed to be very watery. I want some water running down from like the highest peaks. I want to do a couple creeks coming down, some fast running creeks going into either the rivers or the lakes. And that's where this river rapid ride is going to come in too. It's going to run alongside those, maybe like go over or under them. Okay, so I'll just die. You're the one that said that, you idiot. You did say that. You came in and said Gearbox hates you and then never elaborated. I also kind of want to work off our berm because when you're on the outside, I just remember it built up so much anticipation. I'm talking mostly about my local zoo because you park outside the zoo and then there's a path that runs alongside the zoo, right? And there's a fence and like a mesh material so you can't look in, but you can hear the animals and you can hear the stuff. And I remember as a kid being so excited. I'm like, I don't know what's on the opposite side of that fence. I don't know what's there, but you can hear it and sense it. So I kind of want to have a similar type of thing where you can feel what's going on the other side, or you can hear the screams or maybe the rides going off. I want them to be able to get close, but also I don't really want it to be a clear view in. He said that because I got off the fucking Discord call. Well, she got off the call first. He left you and me to sit there and not talk for 2 hours. Figure, why does Gear think I'm stupid? I don't know. Maybe because you're in Vancouver. And he's not a big fan of Vancouver's. That's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Okay, so let's do some terrain work. I think that would be really fun. I do want the roller coaster and the river rapids to kind of not conjoin, but interact with each other. Like maybe the coaster goes over it in one instance, but I don't want it to be too intertwined, you know? Maybe a couple instances where they interact, but I don't want it to be like, oh, the selling point is that you can see the coaster from the rapids, or you can see the rapids from the coaster. Hello, Internet, and welcome to Game Theory. I'm your host, Matt Pat, and today we're going to be talking about FNAF 27. That's the only reason I know anything about FNAF, because their FNAF videos were so fucking good. And the thing that really makes me giggle is now going back and thinking, I was watching those videos with Jeffrey Epstein. Like, what? We were all watching those videos, waiting for them to drop, and then fucking Epstein is also there as we're watching it. It's just such a layer, such a quirky layer to that whole the time period. It's just fucking crazy. If he was still alive, he should have cameoed in FNAF 3. I just found out there's a Pokestop on the island. There's no way. Are you being for real? Okay, maybe Jagger actually was on the list. Lauren. Hi, Crispy. Hi, Lauren. Also, welcome in winter. How are ya? Jagger, do you think I'm stupid? In what context? In general, no. In gaming, maybe. When I'm playing with you, definitely. 100% for real, they took it down like a week ago. Wow, that's crazy. There must have been some. There's only a stage one or stage. What the fuck is before stage one? What do they call? Oh yeah, there's only basic Pokemon there. They have not evolved once. There we go. I ruined my own joke. I'm gonna have a nap since I've been awake since 2 a.m. Why have you been? Was you playing that early? CP go. DSAM go. What's up, Ash? How you doing? Okay, so we're kind of working on our wiener. Is this too high? Can I get a person for scale here? Let me grab my scale, little dude. Hello, my little dude. My flight was at 5:50, so why were you up at 2 a.m.? Oh, I guess, yeah, you have to get to the airport 3 hours early. That's fair. Okay, so, you know, I don't think that's actually that bad. Especially if I am raising the general terrain to about, like, half that. I don't think that's bad at all. Keep doing it. As a diehard fan, I find that hilarious, and he thought Mangle did the bite of 87. He was there for the bite of 87. Doing well, just spying on people to see what they've built since I haven't played since November last year. That's fair. We've today we really haven't done much, but last time off air I got it to where people actually walk through the parking lot. So these are these spawn buses, and so they walk on these little paths and everything to come in and out to get to the main entrance of the park, which really looks nice. Lots of kinetic energy. We also have a actual working transport bus that picks everyone up and takes them to our actual theme park, because we are playing in franchise mode. So we need to make money as I spend all of it decorating and building crazy terrain. So we have our blueprint city where I just grab the frontier blueprints and throw them down. Cranked all the prices so we make a shit ton of money and have a bunch of staff area over here. And that just runs in the background as we make our park all nice. Make our park look all nice. The Disney park just drained all my energy for the game. I understand that. That park was so in depth. But if I'm correct, we're almost halfway there. Almost halfway there. Ooh, living on a prayer. Being halfway there for a Disney park is pretty nuts. Yeah, I think I'm trying to remember the last time I saw your park. It was pretty impressive, as always. I also like how you guys have the little towers. The cranes are all around the park. I think that looks so fun. I'm just kind of cleaning this up. I want to start by doing like tiers. They kind of make it easier for us to slope it all together nicely. Your little tier design. We started on May the 4th last year, so we're getting things done in that park. May the 4th be with you. Did you build Tomorrowland first? Okay, that looks good. And I kind of want to continue. I don't really want it to be like, oh, top tier, low tier like that. I kind of want it to be a little bit of a mix mash, almost like you're inside the mountains. You know, you're kind of in the middle valley. That's what I'm kind of thinking. So we're gonna bring this over here. Like that. A couple little plateaus. Continue this in this way. We're gonna make the terrain look more interesting. It's not gonna be flat like this, I promise. I promise, babies. No, we took about 2 to 3 weeks just to plan everything out and get all the pieces and changes that could be made. I don't even know how you did all that. That's just like so in depth. I tried remaking a newer coaster that just got announced and I literally gave up. It was like a thing I was doing off air and I was like, you know what, this will be good for practice since I wasn't really playing the game very much. And then I was like, I couldn't get it right. I was like, fuck this. I'm done with it. I'll just make my own. We started on both parks at the same time in franchise. That park's in franchise? I didn't realize that. That's actually even more impressive. Okay, let's close this whole gap in. Have I accidentally made a penis yet? Usually at this point I have. Okay, like that. And then let's do our lowest tier. This is what the elevation for most of the land is going to be. Or at least like the beginning parts of the land. Get this intensity up. We good now. I think the last time I was in the park, we had 660 plus mil. Oh yeah, then you're good. Once you get over 1 million in franchise, it's like, you're good. You're peachy. What's up, Aqui? How you feeling?
Be advised, I'm gonna grab your butt cheeks and pull out my willy. Stir
Throw
your
your asshole like a hot bowl of chili. Thank you for that. Feeling good? How we feeling, sir? I am feeling delish. You vibing? You vibing? Filling in holes, making big assholes. You know how it is. Where the hose at? Okay, so this kind of looks so messy right now. But like, did the doctors say you were gonna be all right? No, they told me I had 3 weeks. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Michaela said I shouldn't make that joke. But I mean, he didn't really say anything. He said like, you know, there's nothing they can really do. It's mostly just a cough. He checked to make sure like there was no more liquid, because I got put on antibiotics because there was shit in my lungs, right? You could hear it on the stethoscope. So I got antibiotics for that, and that's what I was mostly worried about, was that my cough was still really wet, and it felt like I was having. Oh, Timpy, shut your ears because I'm talking about my sickness. She gets really upset when I talk about any of it. She says I'm bitching. But essentially he just said that, you know, it's gonna linger. My lungs sounded fine, so that was good. And he said that if I'm having like difficulty breathing, he prescribed me a inhaler. So like I could, if I'm really struggling, I can just go in and like redeem it and go grab it. I don't think I need an inhaler. I really don't think I'm that bad. It's just more annoying, the coughing. It's not like, it's slowly getting better. I can feel it. I just cough every so often. I have like mucus in my mouth. But other than that, I think I'm better. Struggling to breathe, try vaporized drugs. Literally. He was like, I really don't like giving this out because it's steroids and you can get like thrash mouth or something. I was like, I don't really want to do that. I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay. I can struggle through it a little bit. We are good on money now. It's just building, and we're going to have a downtown Disney, 3 deluxe hotels, water park tickets, transportation center with buses, monorails, etc. The main Disney park, combine all this stuff, and then Hollywood Studios. And oh, you're doing. Oh, wait. But which Disney are you building? Or are you mostly like stealing from, or not stealing? Are you mostly inspired by like Orlando or the California one? My best advice, if you're coughing up mucus, spit it the fuck out. No, I have been. I have a... I try not to do it on stream, but whenever I get it, it's out. It's out. I have some toilet paper. Like I have a whole roll in my drawer, which is not for jerking off. Thanks. Before you guys even say it, because I knew you would. All of them, because I mean, because we borrow things from each Disney around the world. Yeah. Okay, I got you. So you're doing like a big hybrid version. Okay. Do I like this? Desk TP for the win. Also, did Gearbox tell you that we weren't doing Yap Yap today? Because I saw that he messaged you, and I hope he informed you that I was not doing it today. From the back room, hey, does that guy use toilet paper to jerk off? Yeah, I wrap the toilet paper around my cock and balls as I'm going at it. Yes, I did. Okay, good. Just making sure. I figured you did. But you should do a show building for that ride. For what ride? Oh, you talking about this one? This isn't. It's probably. We'll definitely do something like that. I want to do more interiors and things in this park. I'm trying to go as detailed as possible. Also, check your Snap. Oh my god, I forgot. I know. No, my Snapchat is dead. Honestly, I haven't really tried to get back into it since like last month when I spent like an hour or so doing it. Maybe I should go back. I'm also, I think I might have locked myself out, like guessing a bunch of shit. But I don't know. I can go back and check. If you need help with anything, I try my best to help. Mostly, yeah, it would mostly be like ideas, or like, because I have visions for like what I want to do, but it's mostly like making it a reality. I just don't know like all the pieces in the game and stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with our parking lot. First time I've really done anything like this where it feels feels real and stuff, because usually I just do an entrance. Oh no, I need staff out here. I forgot. Usually I just do like a big entrance, and you know, the people just spawn in, whatever. I really don't pay attention to it, and we go into the park almost immediately. What's happening here? Heidi Kaula. Yeah, so I wonder how long that's been going on. Because, that's not how that's supposed to be doing that. Check lifestyle? Okay. Lifestyle. Hey, toilet paper. Oh my god. We're about at the same amount. I think I have a little bit more than you. I'm judging. Desk buddies. Oh, this is so cute. Are this glass? Oh, I like the turtle and the axolotl. I like that. I like it, Picasso. Out of toilet paper. Okay, we're getting backed up here. Why didn't you? Excuse you, sir. Why are you walking away? Looking for work. Oh my god, right here, you big fat fuck. He's walking away. Dude, repair the goddamn bus. Oh my god, I'm gonna freak out. Fix it. What the fuck? They're plastic. I got them for Christmas for my Secret Santa. Ooh. Secret Santa, you say? The turtle has a fish on its back for some reason. That's what Peanut does. He has a fish on his back. Right, sir? Oh, you're turning around. Oh, okay. Just tapped his face on the glass. Love that. All right, well, the buses are down for now because that guy decided he didn't want to repair anything. And he waddled away. Waddle, waddle. Till the very next day. Okay, so you guys kind of see what I'm going for here. So let's go back to coasters. Let's kind of pick. I want. Oh, the Swain mine train might be good. The duck walked up to a lemonade stand, and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, you got any grapes?" Okay, so what do we got here? H style stand. Okay, what's the difference? Oh, I see. So one has the okay. One has the track, one doesn't. I do like that track. I mean, that's nice. So we got chain lift, and we also got the wheelies. This will not invert, which is fine. That's okay. That's fine. Okay, I think this would be good because I was gonna do a wooden coaster, but I feel like we always start with woodens. Bobby da boopy. What? What? Excuse me? What the fuck is Babida Boopy? But our other options were definitely not a wild mouse. I felt like there was a mine train one. Was there not? Am I just being a dunce? I could have sworn. Also, why is a... Okay, it's a water coaster. Interesting. I didn't really realize that was... You know, that's... I feel like I was looking for this, and I was like, it's not in the game. Because I was looking in tracked rides. That is just in coasters. So someone remind me, log flumes are in coasters. Should we do a log flume instead of a... No, I feel like River Rapids feels better in this area. We have a wooden coaster that... This is like Giant Dipper. Giant Dipper style coaster. Is there really not a mine train in this? We have this one. I thought there was like a Big Thunder Mountain looking train. Or it actually looked like a train. Oh yeah, it's right here. Yeah. So we have a train and we have the mine train. I feel like the mine train's gonna be better. I think that would be noise. Okay, so let's do that one. And then what other rides do we want here? Because I'm trying to do, because like if we're doing the Disney, right? Where it's like every land is has multiple rides, right? It would be one e-ticket and then two like F tickets. I just know e-ticket. What's fucking below an e-ticket? It's just F, right? Oh no, like a D ticket. I'm going the wrong way in the alphabet. So it'd be like a D ticket attraction. So it's like still cool. It's not as big or as grand, but it's still like a nice ride. Kind of like how the new Star Wars land in Disneyland, they have Rise of the Resistance, which is a really cool trackless ride that's super well themed and very technical. And then they have the Millennium Falcon ride, which is like lame, which kind of sucks in my opinion. Has anyone ever been on that ride? If so, you tell me if you like it or not, because I have gone on it one time and I don't care to ever do it again. Like, I just don't really care about it. It just kind of sucks because I was really excited for it. No, it really sucks. You know what's one thing that I Dude, what is happening? What is happening? Ride broken down. Where is it broken down at? Not here. Oh, okay, so they're waiting to... Did you not fix it? Oh, good, we have one other one over here. Okay, so we already had one on it. Okay, good. I forgot that these need to be fixed. Because all the other rides that we have underneath don't need it. Haven't been to land? What? You haven't been on land? Whoa. Oh, it's weird that there's no driver. This is kind of cool. Okay, so I have to go potty real quick, guys. So I'm going to leave you guys. Disneyland, dork. Well, they have Disneyland. They have Disney World. This is really cool. I like this. This is better than you guys following the cars around. Let me leave you guys like this for a second as I go pee-pee, so I'll be right back. So what do you guys think? Pretty fun? It feels really lived in. Like seeing people walking on the sidewalk like that and the cars going by. The bus hitting that car on the side, T-boning him, causing permanent damage. Veering off into the grass, going barreling right towards a rebuilt roller coaster. The fun stuff, you know? Oh, I love that. It goes dink dink. Oh. See ya. Labo. It's pretty nice. I do love it, not gonna lie. It's freaking fantastic. Oh yeah, when we were gonna use the H for the road to do the lines in the road. I'm glad we didn't do that. I don't think that would have looked very good. It was more glossy than this one. Oh my god, a Ferrari going by. A crazy Ferrari. Oh, that car bus is really on its ass. We love that. Man, it would really suck to have her job. It would really suck. We should definitely fix this bridge. I want to see if I can see it as we go over it. Let's see. Oh yeah, it totally goes through. It totally goes through. We needed a little bit more of a... Uh-oh. Oh my god, we hit the ambulance. Oh no. Well, that was an injury. We just did a full loop. That was perfect timing for bathroom break. Well, almost perfect because we actually technically started down there. The problem with the buses is they really get stuck up, and they're evenly spaced, which is something I don't like. And then there's like none over here. And then all of a sudden you just get 4 back to back. Actually, not even 4. You get 8 back to back to back to back to back. That's probably because they all got stuck when it broke down. Okay. Or what were we doing before this? Welcome back from the ads, guys. Oh yeah, we're doing terraforming. So we need multiple rides per land, right? We don't need just 2 or 3. We can do 4, but I feel like the best combo is like a thrill attraction, a track attraction like a riverboat or like a train or something like that, and then a flat ride of some sort. I feel like that's a really nice combo. The question is, what kind of ride, flat ride, would fit best into an alpine zone that we could then theme? This definitely wouldn't work because of the sizing. I mean, look how big that is. It would make all of our mountains look small. This little spinny thing. I mean, we could do this spinny thing at like a lower segment, maybe going over like the ending loop of the ending like wraparound of the whatchamacallit, or right in the middle of the water might be cool. I just don't want something too vertical. This could work. We could like wood this up, make it look all alpine-y. This thing doesn't lift at all. I think it just spins. That's kind of ugly. The cube, I like the cube, but no one ever rides the cube. Okay, this one may work. It's pretty stagnant. It just kind of sits in one spot. And like we could do water behind it, like rushing down. We have one of these at my local theme park, and it's jungle themed. So it's It kind of sits there. It actually kind of sits. It's really weird. There's a big gap. So it sits up here like that, but backed up. And there's this big gap that goes down into like concrete and then water underneath it. And there's a bridge to walk over it. That's the queue. And I always thought that was really cool, but really like nerve wracking as a kid. Like, that's crazy. This ride's crazy. And I think it had fire effects go off on it too. It shot fire, which is fucking crazy. So I could see us doing this as an option for this area. Or I could see us doing the skizzer. The scissor? What the fuck was that called? What the fuck? That was scissor. It was like the flat ride. Yeah, okay, this one. Which, the one thing I do like about this one too is it has way less of a... The circle ones really take up a lot more space, whereas this one not nearly as much. Okay, so those are our 4 options. We'll only do 3 of them. I don't think I'm going to use that one. I don't think, actually, you know, I'm going to undo it because it actually gives me back all my money instead of deleting it, which only gives me back half of my money. We've been teetering close to 900,000 for a while now, so I hope we can push over the edge. I'm trying to visualize what we're doing. So the highest peak is going to be here. I could also see doing maybe a second peak here, not the highest one, but like this would be kind of near where the entrance of the land is. So as you're coming in, you can kind of see in there. Also gives us something to work off of, because this is the higher elevation is going to be on the right hand side, and it's going to teeter down to the lower zone where the water is going to be. I'm trying to figure out where I want the water to come from, because I know I want one bigger river, which is going to work like multiple tiers, kind of like what we got going on here right now, but it's going to be like water stop, water stop, water stop, water stop, and like going down. Then we can maybe make it look like it's going down instead of doing what we usually have to do for rivers and stuff, which is the waterfall effects over and over and over again, which would look good, but it just becomes so tedious, and that you also can't really make it look wide like that, make it still look good. So I'd like to be able to do something like that, where it's not really a super rushing river, but it's still working its way down into a lake. And then I want to do a bunch of smaller streams coming down from this higher part, kind of coming through the land with little bridges going over them, and stuff like that. So let's kind of keep working on this, kind of raise a lot of this up, because not everything needs to be inside these lines, because I want room here to put stuff on this area, because that's kind of where I'm struggling the most, if you guys can tell. Our entrance and the vibe of whatever this is going to continue on this main path for the most part, and it's really tricky because I'm not really sure what to do alongside this path, like maybe like some restaurants and stuff, but it's also massive, so it's really, really, really hard to tell what we can put there. Struggling? You? Excuse you. That's why I have you guys. You're helping me. Hunking's a little annoying, but I think let's continue. Let's raise this up. You raise me up when skies are like mountains. You raise me up when the skies are just like seas. You guys like that? Something like this. No gaps. No gaps, guys. No gaps. I really, really wish we had the terraforming tool from Jurassic World Evolution 3 right now. Because making mountains and shit in that one, so easy. It's so easy. You just paint it and then do that terrain tool over it and it places all the rocks for you and they look good. Man, I would love to have that right now. Because this would all be done. It'd just be like rock, 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 rock. Done. Done. Okay. So something like this. Something like that. I would like to... I wonder if there's a mod for it. There's like no mods for this game. I was looking at the mod list. And there was only 2. And the main one was the resize tool. That was basically it. I think there was one more, but it really didn't do anything. Or I wasn't interested. It was like it changed like the coaster car or something of a certain ride. So I was like, whatever. Not really interested. But I was kind of shocked that there was only 2 mods, as this game has been out for over a year now. I was like, I'll mod the shit out of the game. I don't care. Like for our first park, I was like, yeah, we're not going to do that. But for this one, I'm like, whatever makes it look nice. Okay. The problem that we're going to have is that... Place you there. Is that... I think I want the main river. I'm thinking I want the main river. It kind of would be a good option to draw here. Let's use the moss. No, the moss really isn't noticeable. Let's do sand. Sand is good. Oh. That was weird. Compact dirt, not actually sand. I think I want the river to kind of come like this. And then down into the lake. This would be the lake over here on this side. So I think that's what I want. And then maybe this river rapids ride could be here. Kind of near the river. And then it could go up. You could kind of wind around this as it goes up. Because that's the thing I hate about these things are the lift. The lift zones, because they're so fucking ugly. If we were able to hide it or make it go up with an incline, that would be much nicer. And then I was thinking, as it comes up, it can kind of weave around a little bit. Weave around the land, kind of work in the higher zones before coming back around and splashing down into the lake. And then having its final moments there and then coming back up. Kind of fighting against the river almost. You know, actually that wouldn't work because I would have to rotate this whole thing. Or maybe if I did like that, then that might work. And I would have to just kind of move this down like that. Then this would kind of go off to the left and then go up. Or maybe it could go up this way, go around and up over here. And this flat ride could be kind of in the back area. Feel like, yeah, something like that. And then I want this mine train or mine train. I had it right the first time. We kind of pushed back. Not fully underground, but deeper into the land. I'm really not using this area to its full potential because I have a lot of dead zones. Like I should remember the outlines that I'm making. but I should work in the outlines. Like this should be where no rides go. Ooh. No rides should go outside this line, but terrain and stuff should. It kind of also acts as a natural barrier to the rest of the lands. The rest of the lands. And the reason why I'm working on this one first is because we have such large gaps in between the lands. Like this is a massive like line in between, which could be shrunken down. Like we could move this whole one closer, you know, merge the edges together. But it's hard to kind of tell that until one of them's at least built. Because I do want show buildings and stuff like that that maybe can act as a show building for 2 rides. So like if we had this kind of come up here and we had an interior segment over here, so we'd build 1 ride building or 1 show building, and then whatever's this land, we could then maybe put our dark red on the opposite side over here, and so we can kind of use 2 for 1. We're not just having random big ass boxes everywhere. I think that would be kind of cool, kind of rad, and kind of nutty. But for now, we really got to work on this terraforming because it just doesn't look very good at the moment. I'm not very happy with it. I also think, trying to think of entrances and exits. So for the main plaza, we have this. I haven't really decided if I want a path coming in to the land from this area, or if I want to force people to kind of come up here and then come out, just to kind of have them separated. I was kind of considering doing this and then coming in like that, and then this one would come off and branch to it to then go into the land, you know, something like that almost. And then maybe this could kind of come out the same way and eventually come into it, because I really like the branching paths that all at some point merge together, instead of like a loop path where like, oh, this one doesn't actually connect at all, but it goes all the way around like this, and okay, goes all the way around like that and then eventually connects to that. You know, I don't really want to do that, the big loop. I want it all to be like weaving, like, oh, you could take a left here and go back. What? What? That'd be fun. For now, I think let's get the lake in. I think once that's in place, I think things should be a little bit easier. Let's increase the size of this a bit. So I'm just kind of raising this all up because I know that this is all going to eventually be a higher elevation. Say what? And I do want... The problem with putting the lake here is that it kind of it fights against my original idea to have a feeling of like, oh, something else is over here, right? Like as you walk up, you're hearing the yells and everything, and like the coaster goes past on this side. It kind of feels like I'm not going to end up doing that, especially if the lake is over here. Maybe the lake is more here. But also that feels like such a waste of space, because then I'm going to have a whole coastline that's going to have nothing here except for like trees. Whereas I feel like a lake would be a really nice area for, you could have the rides interact with it, and then also having like a restaurant or something there too that's kind of right on the water. And then having paths walking around the lake, I feel like would be really nice. So it feels like it maybe should be more central than what I'm thinking. But I also don't want to put it right in the middle because I really do want this to feel like you're going up, you're in the mountains. And I also really don't want to do the lake on this side because then there's no natural barrier. Like, because the lake is going to be used on both sides for both lands. Maybe we kind of scrap the lake idea and we just make it more of a larger stream. A large river. So almost like that's massive. So river, and then it widens here into like a kind of a bean shape, a bean to be flicked. Like that. And then we smooth this. Super smooth this edge. Leave the other one kind of cliffy. Clear water. Ooh, okay, we could go up one more. Hard. So if we were to do that, I would continue the river off this way. And have it bob and weave a little bit, right? But also I don't want it to be too big. And then it'll eventually end. Maybe we could do, you know, it kind of, oh, whoa. Wrong button. Maybe it splits and does its like own little thing over here before kind of curly queuing its way back in. That could be interesting. And then that could be a place for this ride. I'm thinking on much larger scale than it ends up being, unfortunately. Maybe if I do the same type of dealio. Away. The fuck are you making? A land, ma'am. I thought you were napping. So I just don't like how straight it is. I am. No, you're not. It just doesn't. The lake really doesn't feel very natural. Everything on my PC is lagging like crazy. Oh no. I'm sorry, box. Are you able to like get your performance center open? Do you know what's going nuts? I like this a lot, but I just don't. Also, like, these are all going to attach, right? Like, all this is going to be. Ooh, I like that as a natural. Okay. Hold on. I think I'm seeing the cracks here where we can get water kind of running down like that. Yeah, I think that looks really good. If we got a stream like running right here. Yeah, so give me waterfall. And waterfall middle. Like technically it would be like what? Why would it do that? No, everything is frozen. Oh no. Or call me by my last name. So kind of like that. So this would be one of those creeks. I kind of just, I don't really want to like have an area where it comes from, like a natural source, you know? I just want it to be kind of like, oh, it just starts, you know? Oh, a little creek just started. No real reason why it started, but it did. I gotta like close up these gaps a little bit. We're gonna do that, which kind of ruins it a little bit, and then we're gonna push it back down. That's really narrow. That's really nice, especially once we rock it up and everything. So now let's put water in. I really, let's redo the lake. Let's do that because I just don't like that, how that looks. We can do better. Okay, so we have these rivers over here. I mean, the easiest thing would be to have the lake right on the berm. But like, would I do that? Feels kind of weird to do. Because one thing I've decided that I really don't like, I don't want the lake anywhere near the staff zone. I just don't. I want to be able to have pathing that comes down into it. But then the weird thing is, this is hard. This is difficult. This is difficult to me. Okay, so let's get down to 8 meters. It's not the size I need. We need to do 6. Okay, so naturally, let's say the water's flowing into this, right? So it kind of natural bends. It wouldn't really do that because I was kind of working along the other side. You excited for dinner? Not really. I don't know where I'm going. At least, or I forgot where we're going. So I'm like, I don't really. No, that is what I wanted. And then it kind of really turns before sneaking its way back together with the original pipeline. Kind of like that. Whoa, I'm telling Michaela. What's a potato? You're always excited for dinner as long as there's a potato on the table, am I right? Am I right or am I right? Thank you, Gearbox. How was your day, good sir? Yeah, I feel like I really do like this, but the problem is that there's not enough room in between. Really. But I feel like if these two are going to branch off and then come back together at some point, they should spread apart more than that. That's what I'm feeling. Just finished baiting saber. Oh, wow. Finished beating your saber, huh? Now that, my friend, is impressive. How much sweat was there? I haven't heard of that game in years. I was thinking about the game a lot last night for some reason. 1 pound exactly? That's impressive. That is something you can put on a resume right there. How about you? We're vibing. We're working on our new park. We got lots of kinetic energy in this park. We got cars and stuff moving around. We got it so guests walk down these paths. You actually use the crosswalk or entering into our park. They look very tired because there's nowhere to sit. We're doing a completely realistic theme park build in a mode where you actually have to manage your money and everything. So all of our guests are very tired because we have a fake theme park in the back as we build our nice one. This one makes us money. This is our money maker. And we just recently connected the two together. So they take this long ass path, or the buses, which are actually rideable, to walk all the way to this entrance for literally no reason, because there's no rides here yet. Which is great. I'm not entirely sure why they're even doing it. But right now we're working on some terraforming, trying to make this river work into a lake. So I think naturally it should come this way before kind of coming back up and around and out. That's kind of the vibe I'm feeling. It's something like that. And because of this curve, it's kind of whittled away over the years, eaten away at it, and has become lake-ish. Not full lake, not a big ass lake, but it's the stagnant zone where it's just sit in. Kind of what I'm feeling. Maybe the real red was the parts we made along the way. You are so right. You are so right. I don't know why I'm using this small ass brush. I could make it a little bit bigger. We're going with a 5mm brush right now. Millimeter? Damn, that'd be fucking crazy. But I'm glad your Beat Saber was good. I hope there was a lot of grunting. It's like a big U shape. I feel like a crescent moon. I feel like that works a lot. And then we could build up this as like an extra berm. An extra berm. We need to think about the train. I completely forgot about the train. Fuck. Grunting and panting and wetness. Okay, so naturally, this is wiggling around, wiggling, wobbling. It curves, and then I feel like from here is where we get a split. That just feels so right. And then let's have it kind of... no, that turn is way too hard for something like that. Way too hard of a turn. And that's just not enough. Okay, we're gonna have to bring it in like that before then going to the left. And then kind of curlicuing around here to come back up this way. That I feel like is really nice. Because we could technically put a little tiny lake here if we really wanted to. Kind of to keep in with the pattern. Like whenever you get a big lurch like that, you get a little lake. A microchasm lake. Microgasm lake. A herogasm lake. What's up, Amy? I love how you just dug out a whole lake of dirt and only paid some poor fool $21. $2. I mean, I'm happy it's like that because, oh man, what game was that? City Skylines. Okay. So if any of you guys have played City Skylines before, in the first game, whenever you're doing any sort of terrain work, I don't know if it's like this in the second game, but you have a limit for how much you can do, and it costs so much money. It costs thousands and thousands of dollars to do any sort of terrain work. And then there is a literal limit for like you fill up your city's max amount of dirt. And the only way to get rid of that dirt is to go and dump it somewhere around in your city, so you can make a giant mound or terraform with it. But the problem with that is too.
Oh, Death of a Halter is the third person to show up. Thank you, with peace and love. Peace and love.
But the problem with it too is that it's not like you pay to remove it all and then you can just dump it. No, it costs money to dump it too. So it's about the exact same amount that you've paid to pull it out of the ground that you have to pay to put it back. And so to do any terraforming in that game, it is a total and absolute biatch. Sorry I'm late. I was at my mother-in-law's and we just got home and got the kids to bed. I've got a migraine, so not sure how long I'll stay. Girl, you got migraines a lot. We gotta get you a new brain. So realistic. It is really realistic. It's annoying as fuck for a creative game. Really missed you guys yesterday. I wasn't in the stream long. Did you finish the build? I don't know how long it was meant to take. Yeah, we got it done in 3 hours. We got the whole thing done. There are screenshots on Twitter. And there actually are a few in the Discord as well. That got posted around. That mineral set. That mineral set. I think I want to bring it around this way. To kind of then dead end itself into that rock. So now let's take a look-sees. Don't start with that shit. You know, it's starting to bite that thing again. He was doing it all fucking night last night. It was driving me crazy. Okay, so let's put in some water. Okay, so that's what it's gonna look like. I haven't been drinking enough water, if I'm honest. You gotta chug it, girl. Look at me. Ready? Chug it together. That was delicious. Absolutely stupendously delicious. Oh. Okay, I think that looks way, 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 way better. Except when you zoom out and it all gets like glitched out. I like this little island we got going here. Is that going to be big enough for this though? I mean, I mean, we could really like do something like that. I don't really like it. This would probably like go over here. Texas Island. Oh shit. Okay, I see it. I see it. I believe you. I've been doing more housework and less Amy self-care. That's not allowed. Amy self-care is the most important. I like it. It takes up a lot of room. It takes up a lot of space. Which isn't... Space is something we have to be concerned with. Let's get our train out before we forget, because I already forgot about it. Gotta figure out... That might be a good area for the train station. Because then whatever we build here is going to kind of block this. Move it like that. It's like right on the lake though. That's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me. Peace and love really happening today. Don't make me take it back. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. Yeah. Lost your body. I lost the other streak. Oh no. Hey, we take the 3 stream streak. We take it. We take it. Any streak is a good streak. I like streaking together. The layout of this land. I thought I had more room than I did. Which is interesting because when we were originally planning this land, I was for sure, I was like, I'm making these too big. I knew I was making them too big. But now at this point, I feel like we've kind of made them too small. I mean, I was on a master streak before and they didn't even add that feature. So if you guys did not know this, your body remembers how much sleep you've lost. So if you stay up all night till like 5 a.m. and then then you fall asleep normally the next night, fall asleep normally the next night, fall asleep normally the next night, you still have not caught up on that sleep that you lost. So until you make up on that sleep, you're gonna still feel like poo poo caca. Doesn't forget. Your body doesn't forget. That's just a PSA for everyone in chat. Everyone in chat. Right, sir? Oh, that's the wrong button. Right, sir? Now, if there's anyone in my house who gets more sleep than he probably needs, it is this nut. He is sleeping all the time. I look over him at like 6 o'clock and he's knocked the fuck out behind me. So that's why I haven't felt great in years. Yep. That's it. That's it. Look how majestic he looks right now. That's good. I had a nap today, so I felt so tired. I wish I could just refresh my body and fix my sleeping pattern. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's fucking a bunch of birds outside. The bird. The bird. So, oh man, I'm so conflicted. I'm so conflicted, guys. We still have so much. We don't have space. I'm gonna move all these out again because I kind of laid them out, and I feel like that's another reason why I feel like we don't have much space. We have to use this space wisely. I think I had a girl. If I had a girl to hold at night, I'd sleep better. What about a boy? What about a boy? Maybe a cute little dude, you know? A cute little bro. I don't swing, so no thank you. You're not a swinger? That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Let me drop everything. Let me drop everything. My partner would disagree with you since I sleep with a rather large capybara every night. So I think I'm seeing the problem. I'm seeing a problem now. This, we need to get rid of this. Get rid of that. I'm going to bring this all the way back. Make this whole thing one layer. Okay. Cheers. I'm not a swinger for the LA Lakers. Are you talking about the Dodgers? Is that what you're trying to? Is that the joke you were trying to make? How do I only have 11,000 peanut points? I feel like I should have way more. You should. Because you're not here enough. That. All my mods should have at least 100,000. I actually do kind of like having a lower area. Kind of within all the mounds. All the mounds. Do something like this. I should just raise all this up. Because I know I don't want to use just the general elevation for any land. I just don't. Because that's what I get forced into because I don't change the elevation at all. No, I'm coding Dathi Dinogla. Capybara Tattoo Fund by using peanut points. Does that mean Jagger has to pay for my tattoo if I raise enough peanut points? No. No, that's not happening. Ma'am, that's not happening, ma'am. In a GTA video from like 10 years ago, he was talking about being in the Lakers and he said he was a swinger. Everyone laughed at him because he's Irish and doesn't understand anything about US sports. Yeah. It's just slightly different elevation. Look at that. Crazy. A capybara tattoo sounds amazing. Maybe a cute one laughing at a pool of lettuce. Hey dear, you've got an obsession there, sir. A tiny party hat. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, but I feel like this should be coming out more like this. Uh-oh. You know what I mean? Coming out way further. More, we need to round it out a little bit more. It really comes out straight here. Kind of like that. And I don't mind this kind of thing coming back in this way. Kind of like that. Yeah, I think that would be nice. The problem would be I'd have to build something like that. Let's make this the smallest I can. 1 meter. Oh my god, I'm causing so much problems. Okay, to do that, I'm gonna have to go straight down. Oh my god. Okay, so then that would act as the wall, and I would build something there that would look like it's holding the water back. You know? Can you make a turtle-shaped pond? Probably. Let's see. Your leg looks like an exact image of a human stomach. I did notice that. I did notice that. I did realize that. All right, let's see. Let's see, my artistry is not as good as Gearbox, but I will try. Let's see. Make that a little bit smaller now. Little peanut with a bigger head. Aha, turtle lake. Turtle lake. Kind of impressive. He kind of looks like a hat though. That's pretty spanking good for me. Okay, don't zoom out. Don't zoom out. More like a dinosaur mixed with a turtle. Rude. Bowler hat nut. Yeah. It's the evil hat from Meet the Robinsons. I love that movie. Okay, see, that looks really good. My question is, and be honest with me, guys, what do you think? Should we cut this? I feel like we should cut it. So like we have the stream kind of coming up like this. I feel like we should cut the split. I think we should cut all that. Because then it kind of gives us a lot of more room to work with. Looking like the River Thames. The Thames. The dirtiest river in Egypt. In Egypt? That's exactly what I meant. I liked it. I liked the splitting. But I think it just takes up too much space. Because on that side, we really don't have a lot. We don't have much room to work with. Cut the stomach off. And maybe the stomach would be look a little bit better if we kind of did something like this, you know? Kind of broke it up a little bit. Ew, that doesn't look good. Like maybe if we just like run it in a little bit and had like a little bump, you know? And the same thing here. Bring it in just a little bit. Looks a little bit better, right? Let me just go get my camel. Wait, what? Just go get my camel for a dip in the River Thames. Hey, the camels would love it. They don't like that heat. I thought you you that you're gonna say something about your camel. I was like, you can go dip your camel with your leg, just your camel. You need to stop. Dip your big ass camel in my lake. So the interesting thing is now, what if why doesn't the water work anymore?
Can you see my pussy?
At the moment, I can't. I don't have one of those things. You don't have a camel? What are you talking about? Yes, you do. Unless there's something about you that I don't know. Slam into the River Thames. Exactly. Bars. Bars. Man's got lyrics. Okay, so raise that up like that. Not too high. Not too high, because there isn't going to be a bridge there. But over here, I want the river to kind of stay at the same elevation, but the land around it to raise. Yes? Yes? Do you see what I see? I have a wee-wee. You have a penis? I'm sorry, but you just got 10 times hotter. I just thought, Gear, you didn't comment on my tattoo. Do you not like it? Your poor partner, unless he's into that. I won't judge. Gearbox, you're into that. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Gearbox? You silly little goose. Okay, kind of fill all this in. This land is not going to be ADA friendly. Just so you guys know. I apologize to all the wheelchairists. Being friends with Gearbox is like being friends with a nuclear bomb. You never know when he's gonna go off. You never know when he's gonna blow. Something like this. Obviously, I'm gonna fill the gap in with actual rocks. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah. And he always goes out with a bang. The bang bro. That's Gearbox, a bang bro. Raise this whole area up. Ooh, that's kind of fucking crazy. This is kind of nutty. I don't know if this high is too high. Timmy and Acqui said one time when we were playing Red Dead that I act like a stoner without the drugs. You're a lot less happy. Okay, and then let's get in here and kind of fix all this up. Oh, okay. Are Acqui's are Acqui and Butters lurking? I think so. Well, they were both here earlier. I think that looks pretty good. I kind of want to raise this side up a little bit. Because this is going to be our little stream. Our one stream of many. Okay, just like that. Okay. Welcome back from the ads. Okay. Big fat gap here. Did you see that they added Handsome Shrek and Prince Charming this to Overwatch? What? Look at their most recent shop bundle. Are you being for real? I really love watching Planet Coaster 2 content from you. I always find it so refreshing to see how you build things from nothing to something and really enjoy all the process of it. Are you trying to make me hard right now? If so, it's working. It's very kind of you, Amy. I appreciate it. Most of the time, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just like, I don't know if it's if this looks good. That's what I've been editing a Minecraft video for last week or so, and I'm to the point where I think it's terrible. I've just watched it so much that I'm just like, this video sucks. You know? I just the last 2 days I just haven't been able to look at it because I'm just like,
it's turning me on. Stop.
It's working. I wasn't trying, but now I know. BRB. Oh. Okay. And he's like, let me go get naked real quick. Now that I know it's working, let me go get naked. Okay, so we're gonna probably have to raise this berm up, which I kind of already knew. I knew that the berm was a little bit low. We gotta turn up the intensity. I'm like forcing myself to struggle. Not for real, but they look exactly like them. Oh, okay. I was like, there's no way they did another collaboration that soon after the Hello Kitty one. They made a Valentine's Day bundle. They gave the new Tank Mommy a skin. Ooh, okay. Hazard got the handsome human Shrek looking skin, and Soldier got a skin literally called Charming and looks just like the Shrek one. That's fucking hilarious. I'm gonna have to look at that. I still haven't played. I was gonna play with Cody. And then he's sicky right now, so we didn't play. So once he's better, I might play with him. I feel like I have to play with him first, you know? If I'm going to play Overwatch, it's got to be with Cody, right? You need to? Uh-oh, he's full on addicted again. I take full credit for this. You weren't even aware what was happening when I told you, and I was pretty legitimately shocked. The UI is really weird, but parts of it I like. Yeah, so you keep saying that, and I'm really interested to see what you're talking about, because I really didn't like the old Overwatch UI. I'm interested to see what as long as it's not like the new, like the Call of Duty UI. I don't like the Call of Duty UI. It's so fucking boring. Did you check the turnstiles? Did someone check the turnstiles for you yesterday, by the way? Just curious if they were size accurate. Great question. Great question. I asked, and I don't think anyone did, but that's okay. That's okay. I kind of just shot it out there to see if anyone did. It's kind of Fortnite UI. Oh, I also don't like that. Let's check to see what our turnstile's at. Oh, it's up to 40 downloads. That's pretty good. 40 subs, 3.5 stars. So I feel like I'm a little bit worried because I feel like it would have higher stars. I mean, not really, because the base is 3 stars. And so like this one got downloaded 103 times and it only has 3, because which is understandable. This red was not done. I should not have put it up. And this one has 3.5, which that's pretty high. This one has almost 4 stars. So I feel like this should be good. feel like people would have rated it a lot lower if it didn't work, you know? I would have if I had it, but even then I might have been incorrect. You're not incorrect. No, it's mostly, I think there's just probably something that's fucked with it. But I think the ratings would be way worse. Something like that. How's that berm looking? It looks pretty good. Yeah, this is really coming together, like with the water and then the ridges on it, so it's not all flat looking. It looks so good. But the problem is that I want to continue to raise this. But the problem I'm foreseeing that we're going to have is path. So like, let me smooth this out, right? Let me turn this up to like, whoa, no, wrong button. Turn this up a bunch, smooth it out. Grab me some path. Excuse me? Yeah, I want you to intersect the terrain. Excuse you. See how it's all wonky looking? That's the problem we're going to have a lot. But I want these like inclines, you know? But also I want points where like, this is where I'm having a bit of an issue because I want it to be flat in areas, right? I don't want it to be too flat all the time. But when these things come around, I don't really want it to be like that. I kind of want it to be like, oh, you actually have to go upstairs. You know? Kind of like an actual like rocky climate. Like, oh, like when I was in Switzerland, it was just, you're surrounded by mountains, right? And you had to go upstairs. You know, it was definitely not ADA compliant. Like, I kind of want something like that to kind of get you up to these certain areas that are then still at a little bit of an incline, not like this completely flat, but more like this, to where they're still going up, but it's at a steady rate, like in between. Which is very hard because if you guys remember in Jurassic World Evolution 3, we have the tool where you tap on one spot and then drag and then tap on another, and then you can make these really nice sloped edges that are completely flat. And so you could use those for paths and stuff, and then terrain around that, make it a little bit more bumpy and whatever. That's not in this game, which is very unfortunate because that would be quite literally perfect for this area. Have you got some rides placed over the back? What do you mean? Talking about this old area? I'm excited kind of for later. I've never had a Baconator. Are you... Oh no, where's the Baconator at? The Baconator. That's Carl's Jr. No, that's Burger King. It's Burger King, right? Wait, is this the same ride I already have? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, good. Yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, yeah, so you haven't seen this, Amy? So we're in franchise mode, which essentially means full management, full monetary. You got to worry about your money. Everything costs money. You can lose money. You know, you can go down. It's full management, right? So you still have to worry about all this stuff, your income and everything. We've made 92,000 today, but lost 50,000. So we're making a profit of 40,000 every day at the moment, which is cool. Must have missed stream, or maybe I was lurking. I don't know. Okay, so this is one of the first things we did because it's franchise. We needed money, right? Because you only start with $400,000, and if I was to, you know, just build and not open the park, I would lose all that money pretty quickly, because it's pretty expensive to place all this down. So what we did was we made a temporary park, that's in this back area with, you know, the default spawn, 1 lane, and a bunch of blueprints that the game provides already. Just kind of slapped down with some queues, and then a bathroom and some like gift shops and food and water, and then a bunch of staff zones back here and all the stuff to power it. We made all this so that it makes us money as we work on the other park. So we're at almost $900,000 as we're just working on our park. I'll put you guys on this. I'm getting a phone call real quick. It's making me sick too. I was like, fuck, this is the ride I chose. Those kids look like they're gonna fall out. They should have. They should have. Sorry about that, guys. I had a phone call. Okay, so let's... the Baconators from Wendy's. Oh. I was literally talking about it last night in VC. Are you sure? I don't remember that at all. I don't remember. Are you sure it wasn't talking to Timpy after I left? Are you sure it was me? Are you sure it was me? Did anyone ever play Roller Coaster World on PS2? The people would fly out of their seats? Roller Coaster World? No, I don't think I've ever heard of that. Roller Coaster World. I played, fuck. Oh my god. Thrillville. I played Thrillville. Maybe, I don't know. I was telling you in chat, like, in stream, though. Oh. Oh, I might have missed that. I don't feel like I've heard anything about a Baconator. Baconator, more like bacon later. Am I right, guys? Am I right or am I right? Too low. I like working at like a 30. It was horrifying. Felt like you kind of liked it. You liked throwing kids off cliffs, probably. I know I've told you you're somehow being more forgiveful than me right now. I swear to God. I don't know anything about a Baconator. Well, I know what a Baconator is, but... I don't like this cliff face. I want to be gradual. Nice hills. Hills. The hills are alive with the sound of music. I'm gonna get rid of the cliff face a little bit to make it a little bit easier to kind of gradually increase, because right now it just keeps increasing the edge. We need to do something like that. See that? It's much more gradual looking. Much more gradual look. Much more gradual. Power generators are not accessible either. You just got mechanics, we got mechanics because you just had a red alert pop up for critical condition. I do. It's just they, for some reason, it pops up before, it pops up before they fix it. Yeah, it's just red low. Low condition. It's fine. They go when they fix it. The other ones that they struggle with are the buses, because all my mechanics are down over here. So whenever one of these breaks, they have to walk all the way down here. Okay, I'm gonna probably have to add a real queue to this, because this mess is terrible. They're supposed to like be in a nice thing. I told you I was getting a Baconator, chili fries, and an Oreo chocolate. Oh, that's right. No, you're right. And you literally went, Frosty. No, I did. Now I remember. No, yeah, you're right. See, I didn't lock on to Baconator. I skipped over Baconator. I remember Frosty, though. I remember Frosty. The Baconator did not interest me. That Frosty did. Just didn't want you to go going to shit while you're busy terrifying me. No. It's pretty okay. I mean... They'll be fixed at some point. Hopefully. I'm not even dogging on you because I'm the same way. I'm late. Hello, Gibward. Good morning, Queen. See, and then we smooth all this out. Look at that. That, my friends, is how you make a nice looking slope. It's still a little wonky, but it's okay. Good morning. I'm on my ounce. Dios. Did you eat? I'm so hungry. I have not eaten. I'm fucking starving too, little Gib. Little Gibbous. How did I get these cracks like this? I'm not entirely sure. Crack kills, guys. I love slopes. Nothing wrong with a good curve, Gibby. I'm starving more. Okay, damn. Didn't know it was a competition. Shit. See it. Fix these. Elevation differences. Same thing here. I want to fix that. Dip. Dip. Bottom shoe. Dip, dip. Dip. Bottom shoe. Dip, dip. Uh-oh. Got a little too close to that mountain. Fuck that whole thing. Uh-oh. The same thing over here. Okay. Get that smoothing tool back on. Really fix all this. I like the different elevation, but I don't want it to be super bumpy. Give us skin and bones. Hello, dear death. I'm hungry. You got any grapes? Asking for nibbles on the bread of the sidewalk. No, but I do sell lemonade. Ooh, is it homemade? Oh my god. Got any grapes? Comes back the next day. Oh my god. That's the second time that song has come up today, by the way. The second time. God, it's about to be nighttime. We made you giggle. Yeah, it won't happen again. It will not happen again. I promise you. It's the first for me, sir. Should have been here earlier. We were all singing the song. But then you guys came back the very next day. The second time? Yep. We were talking about it with Acqui. Dude. Intensity is either way too high or way too low. It's almost Valentine's Day for me, guys. Yeah, who's going to go on a hot date tomorrow? Anyone going on a hot date? I'm not. I might go out to dinner, but that also might be canceled. I might be going to the hospital, guy. Not for my own stuff. But watch children. So we'll see. I'm going on a hot shower. Wow. Good. Gearbox says he'll be your Valentine's by Gibby. Are you down for that? Are you okay with that? Gearbox just doesn't want to be alone on Valentine's Day. He just needs a little love, you know? He just needs a little bit of love, and you can give that to him, Gibby. I believe in you. What are you guys talking about? You guys are literally perfect. I'd pass if it was her. Oh my god. My god. I'm sorry, Gibby. I tried. I know you love him. I know that there's just secret affection going on. It's just he's not ready for it. You know? He's too shy to come out of his shell. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, cute. Oh my god, you were so I didn't realize it was so close. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy V-Day. I think that's a different day. No, Jagger. No, Jagger. My type is black men with money. That's literally a gearbox. It has to be old. Oh, well, that's not gearbox, but everything else is. Oh. Oh my God. Gearbox is the opposite. You don't know that. Have you ever seen a picture of Gearbox? I've heard him say the N-word. So he is black. Because that would be the only reason why he'd be allowed to say that. Right? Unless I've been fooled. Unless I've been flabbergasted. Gobsmacked. The ones I love who love me back because they have to. They have to. It's a requirement. Does anyone have any Valentine's Day traditions? I have one, and it's one that was one of my favorites. It's really stuck with me. For Valentine's Day, my mom would do a scavenger hunt. And so, you know, she would draw on, you get one card and she'd draw a picture on it of something in the house and no words or anything. And you had to go figure out where that was. And then you find it. And then there's another one and you take that picture, same thing. You keep going until you find something. And I just have so many good memories of that. That is how I got, man, I think that's that's a pretty early memory because I remember it. That's how I got my my Game Boy. I got my original Game Boy that way. I was doing the scavenger hunt and I found it a shoe area. And the last one was there. So I opened it up and there was a Game Boy Advance SP. The one that like folded open. I remember being so excited. Crying. He's into no. Amy? What? I really miss that's the Amy bad. I have to feed my dogs now, BRB. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. With what? That's so cute. I know, I really like that tradition. I still do that. I did one with Michaela. I made one when I got her a boo basket last year. And I did a whole scavenger hunt like that. But I definitely keep it alive. I keep that tradition alive. But I like that for Valentine's Day. It makes it more interesting. It's not like, you know, all lovey-dovey and stuff. I don't like that vibe. I always did like Valentine's Day at school because you got to pass out candy and stuff. I loved candy. They do that for you guys in British schools or in schools like that? We had, we would all pass out Valentines. And you had to get one for every member in the class. You get 30. I remember writing my name on everyone. This one's to Jackson. This one's to blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh my God, I don't like any of these people. Do I have to give it to this guy? You know the one though, right? No. The only time I remember Valentine's Day was when we would make our own card deposit boxes. Yes, I remember that. One year I used a Quaker Oats tin to make R2D2. Dude, the fact that I thought that I was going to say Red Dead Redemption 2 and I was confused. R2D2, and another year I made a shoebox into a Lego minifig. That's pretty cool. I don't think we made the boxes too, but I don't think they were ever that intricate. I think they were just like, you got a box and you could paint it and maybe stick stickers to it. I think. I hated that I had to get one for my bully. I feel that. No, but my son today had Wear What You Love Day. The kids donated £1 each, which goes towards the school, and also for the first time they handed out Love Heart sweets. Oh, in America, at least for me, it was you hand out the little cards, and also like people brought like candy and stuff. So like you'd get a lot of sweet tarts. You get a lot of sweet tarts, a lot of chocolate. The teachers gave out chocolate roses, which were 2 Hershey's Kisses, like taped together with like a leaf or something. I loved those. I thought they were super cool. What else did they do? I gotta change the time of day because it's so funky. Because it's so funky. Funky monkey. Pretty sure he messed up both my feet because he used to make me sit on them on the bus. Was stomping both my feet really hard. Oh my god. You had a stereotypical bully, Gearbox? That's so sad. I'm fortunate enough to I didn't have a bully like that. I had this guy and I were like, I hate this guy. I still do. Him and I were like, we were like enemies, you know? But like neither of us liked each other. We were both very sporty and not like jockey, but like, I played a lot of sports. I was good at sports, and he played a lot of sports, and he was athletic, but he was very lanky, and just like, we would play basketball together against each other, of course, always. And he had no ball control, but he could dribble. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but he was just like, he was able to dribble the ball, but his arms were so like uncontrollable that he was just barely able to continue to dribble it. And he was just all over the place. He'd run into you and ram you and you'd go flying backwards. He was just total dick. And so you'd be playing and his arm would hit you in the face. And sometimes you're like, I think that was on purpose. But then he's like, oh, it's just the game. I'm just trying to shoot the ball, I hated that guy. I remember one day when I pushed him back and he slammed into the ground and I got in trouble. I was like, it wasn't on purpose. We're just playing the game. But that's how it was. He would do that, and like he would be holding the ball and I'm like trying to get it. He'd be like, bam, 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 trying to do that. And then you push back and you get in trouble. Any updates? Okay, she says as she doesn't say anything. We have a couple of American boys in my daughter's preschool, and the older one had made Valentine's cards for everyone. It's their first Valentine's in the UK, so I hope they weren't disappointed that it wasn't reciprocated. That would be a big change, because that is very traditional here. Also, it's such a waste of money. That's something you notice in the United States. There's a lot of just excess bullshit for no reason. But it's fun. I mean, it's fun. But it's also like another cost for parents, Like, oh, now I'm already a struggling mom. I'm already a struggling single mom with 2 kids, and now I have to buy a fuck ton of chocolates and notes for all these random ass kids, Not get any help with it. He became chill after I reported him. He left me alone after 6th grade. After bullying me since 1st or 2nd, he grew up after, and I guess became bearable. That's good. That's good that he kind of laid off of it. I'm trying to shape this nicely without losing the shape of the mountain. I don't just want to raise the whole thing up. I want to kind of get like a teetering going, you know? A teetering. How long are you live for today? I need to get some sleep soon, but I don't know if I'm going to lurk and hopefully sleep or if I should just pop Family Guy on as usual. Excuse you, Family Guy is not funnier than me. Probably not too much, probably like 20 minutes. I'll be live. Because Michaela called me and we're having like a little family emergency with one of the kids. They're being rushed to the hospital because they are very ill. Like the baby is only like 1 year old. I'm not really sure what's happening, but we might be going there. So I'm not entirely sure what's happening. So I was just gonna, when Michaela called me, I was gonna end. I'd be ready to go, but I'm not really sure what's happening, so I'm just kind of waiting. Hope they're okay. It sounds really scary. I think they're fine. I think that it's stable and stuff. It's just she's taking all 4 kids with her to the hospital. So we might have to go over there and alleviate a little bit. I remember that one time in 2nd grade, he farted while we were in line for something, and then blamed me, and his friends were all laughing. So I went something like, "Don't make me punch you." And this little bitch named Jordan was that was my bully's friend, told on me, and the insane fat whale of a woman who was our 2nd grade teacher scolded me. Oh my god. Crazy thing is, my dad told me to live through it and not talk about it. My mom in Indiana was the one who went to my school and reported him with me after I finally confided in her, because it was hearing my dad just deal with it made me want to talk to someone. Yeah, that's really bad advice. That's like terrible. That's the thing, is see something, say something, you know? It makes them stop. Bunch of bitches. I hate jerks like that, you know? I'm worried. This makes me feel like this is making me have flashbacks to Eugenia. And it's kind of worrying of how much rock work I'm going to have to do for all this. Because in Jurassic World Evo, don't gotta worry about it. Don't gotta worry about it. Done. This game, not so much. I kind of want to start making another peak like here almost. My dad apparently was a violent kid when he was in middle school. He'd throw people across rooms. I don't believe it. That seems like the type of person. Okay. Hopefully your dad's not here. Your dad seems like the type of person that would say he did that kind of stuff, but in reality, he thought about doing it. You know? Not dissing your dad. Well, I am dissing your dad. A little bit. As long as you're okay with it. That's just my opinion. That's exactly what I thought. Cheers. Look at us. Besties. Bestie alert. We have to shape these mountains. Most shit out of his mouth is hyperbole. Including shit. Okay. Is smaller, but Increase the intensity a lot. I can really mold this. Huh. That looks a little interesting. Maybe there just needs to be more connection between the two. Looks kind of weird. We be live this weekend at all, or will it be Monday? I'm not sure yet. There potentially maybe something on Sunday since football's over, but I'm not sure yet. I am not entirely sure. So just pay attention to announcements and or what I say in mod chat. That really looks good. I'm liking how that's coming out. I kind of want to do the same thing on this one. Kind of whittle it. Especially on the tip to get rid of that kind of roundness.
Huh? You don't want to wear those?
Okay.
If you want to, yeah, I mean, I do. If you want to.
I do want to wear those, Mikhail. Oh, did you hear that? This looks like kind of weird. I'm being honest. I might need to look at like a picture of like a mountain or something. Also, there's gonna be a lot of trees on this, blocking most of it. Let's do some roughing on the top. The roughing tool is just so beyond bizarre. Like how it works, it like raises some stuff but lowers others. Like it's so weird. It's like it works well, like on that edge right there, that looks really good. Yeah, I don't like that little gap. I really want Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A sucks. I gotta be honest with you, Gibby. I gotta be honest, girl. So poo-poo. So poo-poo caca. And they hate the gays. We can't support them. Look, I got a credit card. Ooh. That's nice. Popeyes is better. I've never had Popeyes, so I cannot confirm or deny. It looks really cool, except for this little bit. I gotta change that. Yeah. Really interesting looking. It looks like a crown almost. Crown Mountain, Crown's Island, Crown's King's Mountain. True, that's why I mean no like Chick-fil-A. They homophobic. True. True, Gibward. Don't give in to the gay haters. Dems hate the gays. And we's love the gay. I think that looks really good. I'm kind of conflicted with the hills that's going on. I love my gays. Me too, Gibby. I feel you. Okay, and then we use rough again. Do you? Okay, this is so weird. It's like it's so beyond weird. Huh. See, now that looks a little weird. It looks like a tumor. You love gays? That's pretty gay. Oh my good lord. There's this lesbo girl I send nudes to, and she does the same, so... Okay. Okay. Good to know. Wonderful. My nose is starting to get stuffed. Okay, so now that we have a little bit of a... We have a bitter idea. The more you know. We have a better idea of, like, where stuff is going now. Bad nose, I know. Just, I mean, when you're looking at it, you're like, fuck. That looks big. But then you place this thing in, you're like, okay, it's not that big. 6'7" stream streak. Get it? 6'7". Hilarious. Kind of tempted to put this back here. I don't want to do underground. I want to do like a building. There's complaint about your Instagram. You mean when I showed Timpy, when Timpy asked, does Gibby have an Instagram? And I said yes. I don't like that there. Guys, what do you think? Rox is trying to make you look bad. He's naughty. He's a bad little bot. I'm struggling. I always believe the victim. As you should. I think your park looks cool. Very creative. Thank you, Gibby. I'm just trying to figure out where the fuck the rides go. Very curvy. Lots of verticality. Look at that shadow. That shadow looks like Mordor. My ear's like plugged. So the coaster should go... It's just really difficult because... Maybe, okay, let's kind of... Let's do this. Don't give him the victim mentality. You already gave it, baby. You already the victim. You made me the victim. Oops. We kind of like that, and then we go straight over, and then straight back down. Right? Is that even? That's pretty even. And then this is where I think the split is going to be. I think we'll do like I think I want... See, I don't like that. I think I want like a small little plaza here. Okay, so first off I want to do... Let's get the stamp builder down. Oh no, an ad. Something like that. And then let's get the draw. No, where's the draw one? Draw tool. Now let's place you here. Not that round. A little round. A little curvy. Like that. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. Something like that. And then I feel like I want something built into the cliffside here. A building of some sort. Let's jump in here, look up wall. And let's just place this down. No, not cardboard. Not the cardboard. Let's just place in... let's just do this breeze brick for now. Just so I kind of remember what I'm trying to do. I'm back. We'll come back. Like a building here. Want to lurk now? Goodbye, Gibward. Thank you for the lurk. So building like that, and then maybe we can do like a something like that, and then this path can go up like that. So there's like multiple ways, so it kind of feels like there's multiple through points. I kind of want this to be... I wish I didn't make that curvy now. No. Also no. Okay, we're just gonna need to make this straight. No. I feel like that's too much. It's not enough. Weirdly. Okay, if I made it that short. Interesting. And maybe another one like here. Kind of like that. Yeah, I want like short little bursts of stairs, you know? And then grab the edit tool. Kind of like that. You see where I'm going with this? And then maybe we can do like a... Oh! Okay. I think I'm having ideas. Water wheel. Water wheel. Oh, oh. Wait, no. There's not a better water wheel? Oh. 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 Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What the fuck? Okay, I guess that's fine. Okay, okay. You see what's happening? This is like a little village almost. A little tiny like town square that then goes up and you get further into the maybe more village back here. And then you got Alpine. And then this really has to... I think I'm going to get rid of this low area over here and just continue to climb up. I kind of wish I made these bigger now. But also, like, I'm trying to think of other areas of the park. When you're here and you look off, that doesn't look too big. Bro's creaming in his jimmies. I sure am. Also, the cool thing is, once we get this done, right? Let's say, because I do want to, like, continue this around this way. Around like that. Did you guys see that they are remaking the original God of War games. I am so fucking excited. They're full-on remakes, not remasters. Announced it yesterday during the Sony stream, which I didn't even know was happening. I'm a little irritated. I wasn't aware of it. I saw it after stream. I'm like, what? I'm so excited. I'm hyped. It's gonna be badass. I was texting Cody about it. I was like, when those come out, I'm going to have to play them again. Okay, so what I was talking about is something like this. So clear the water. Foundation. We're gonna foundation wipe them. Grab this. Go across like that. And then close this gap. Right? So now we put the water back. Right? That's at the, is that, I don't think that's the right level. There we go. And then over here, we can then do something like this. So we raise the water level up. It's not, I liked it. Okay, so we'd have to do that. OG Jagger stream again with no webcam. That'd be good for me. I don't do fucking shit. Over here twiddling my fingers. Look at that. So yeah, so essentially like that. More having the same amount of narrowness. So it'd still be narrow, but higher up. It wouldn't be super noticeable. Maybe we should do that 3 styles. Like maybe like here. Raise this one up to like where this is right now. And then once again here, raise it up more so it's more of like an alpine lake. But keep it thin. Keep it nice and thin. Or maybe we should just end the river like here. Not even do any of this because it does look really awkward when it goes back in here like that. I think it looks like really janky. Looks really janky. But I think it's a good plan so far. So we have some stuff laid out. We have which rides we want to do. The biggest problem that we are currently having is where do we put the rides? Which is really difficult because we don't have as much room as originally anticipated, which kind of sucks. And it's really annoying. And I might have to expand a little because we have more than enough room. Like I was trying not to fill up the entire area of the park, but like if we need to push out to here for this land, you know, and then push everything else a little bit further back, not the biggest deal in the world. Because mostly would be terrain work and then the rides going along with it and around it. I love that I said I wanted this park to be more realistic and I'm already kind of going crazy with it. I'm like, this is going to have a river and a lake and mountains and but it's not supposed to be realistic. It's supposed to be more realistic where, you know, there's cars on a parking lot and stuff and there's more restaurants and staff areas and stuff like that. It's just more, there's more realism into a fictional park, right? It's supposed to be like that. It'd be boring if it was just straight up, ooh, we can't have a ride like that because it's not realistic. You know? So far, that's pretty good. I like this little mound that we got in the middle there. It kind of breaks up the area. Maybe the rapids ride is just very odd for me because it's going to take up a lot of space. It's also going to fucking cut through a lot of the... It's almost like I need... So I have all this terraformed here. It's almost like I need its own area like here where it kind of just wobbles around its own little mountain and then it like pops out for a drop and then goes back in, you know? So like it still takes up a good amount of space, but it's not getting out into the park where then we're having a lot of issues with it. So it's like, it's just a big circle. It's like, okay, so it'd be like the loading zone would be here, and then it would just take up this space here and kind of just really go back and forth on itself. So it's like cut to the left, go up, and then just make its way down, and then kind of fold on itself a bunch, then go up one more time, and then big drop, and then come back in like that. Kind of really, really tight. But you can't see that it's so tight. Oh. I think that's a good plan. I think that works. I like our building placement here. I want another building like here, like that. Like maybe we can do. Maybe just kind of start lining up, like showing that. Oh, I want a little bit of a village here. That kind of break it up. That'd be kind of cool. Like a little alpine. My gut is killing me right now because you're so hungry. Because you're so hungry. Ooh, 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 ooh.